move on. But
Yeah.
so look, when we talk about I see many brothers like that, man. And mental health is what we were talking about.
Yes, yes.
I'm not sure how many times you ran into it, um, but I run into it a lot, and with a lot of broken sisters, because these are the things that make our community. A lot of broken women, brother, that I've been able to talk with, and they were able to express themselves. A
Mm.
lot of them deal with mental conditions surrounding molestation. Now, this is in our communities. Now, well, the interracial community, it happens. So a lot of
Hmm.
women have been bottling up being molested as a young child, maybe, or even into their older age. And here's something that I heard, and I was looking at a documentary. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it was this one young lady, and she was a white lady, but she was
Hmm.
come from impoverishment as well. So we all the same. Impoverishment does the same thing to all of us, whether you black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, it don't matter
Hmm.
from that impoverishment. But her grandfather had been molesting her since she was 8 years old, I think she was saying. In her mind,
Hmm.
her father wasn't there. Her mother was a addict, a meth addict, and her grandfather was the responsible. Well, he was an addict too, but he was the influence. He was the toxic male influence in her life,
Hmm.
meaning that his this sexual sickness towards his granddaughter was so overwhelming in his life that he abused that child, man, from 8 years old until she was in her 20s, man. And here's the thing: she, in her mind, she thought that she fell in love with him. Now this is truth. She said she had her first orgasm with her grandfather. Never heard nothing like that in my life, brother. So she had
Can't
a
make that up.
attachment to this man, although he represented everything that is abstract to sound goodness and structure and accountability. That wasn't a man. You see what I'm saying? That's a creature. That's a
Hmm.
that's a monster is what it is. But in her mind, and she's older and she's getting to a point to where she's trying to get over this because I think they were trying to either they put him in jail. Eventually, he went to jail, or they were in the process of trying to get him convicted. And she was standing more with him than against him because
Right.
in her mind she had developed a love for him, a love for a monster, a love for corruption. And I think
Hmm.
that is so. A lot of women, when I look at the site, why are you choosing these kind of men? These men that let's say, they all about they multiple women. They got multiple kids. They don't take care of none of them.
Hmm.
They're known to be abusive. If they fought, not all of them. I'm just talking about those who do.
Right, right.
You attracted to that. He ain't gonna have no respect for you. The first time he get mad, he might put his hands on you.
This is true.
Why are you attracted to this? And see, when I looked at that documentary, she was attracted to someone like that who she knew would rape a baby, man. And that's the thing that I can't. I mean, that's just the most sick. For me, and I'm just being, that would be something I would kill somebody behind.
It's
And
sickening.
I'm not. I'm just keeping it real. And that's how, as a man, that's how I feel. I might be wrong in that, but that's what I mean by there's no perfection.
I mean, I, I will probably stop you from killing a man,
Yeah,
but then again,
you would have.
and the bad part about it, I might not even stop you because that's sick. That's sick.
Yeah.
Now will we be wrong for not stopping each other?
Mhm.
More than likely,
Yeah.
but I will stand up and admit to that because of the situation.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna make excuses because that's sickening. That's
Well,
unexcusable.
right. It's unexcusable. And I'm gonna say this again because I stand on it. If anybody tried to harm my family, if it would, I would. My job is to try to harm them.
Oh yeah,
Bits of my family, and that's just being a man.
definitely.
If somebody knocking at the door at 3 in the morning, who gonna answer the door? My wife or me?
Yeah,
At
exactly.
3 in the morning, you ain't got no business knocking on my door.
Hey,
So my
Okay.
concern is about the safety of. See, that's another thing that I think feminize a lot of men uh, to be passive about things. As a combat veteran, when they put me out there, that person over there did nothing to me, and I gotta hate him. I gotta, in order to carry out what I need to carry out.
Right.
Nobody can kill just off of passiveness. That would mean you're sick. That would mean you're sick. If like you see a serial killer who can just go kill a woman or a young boy or something that never did anything to them, they can kill, and that's a sickness. But now, look, there's another thing. There's you have a, just like we defend America, you got to kill for that. And then see, when you start taking masculinity away, it's not about that particular nature, about be a killer. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Be a defender of righteousness.
There you go.
My family is righteously should be defended by me.
Yes.
I should be able to give my life for my family. I gave my life. I put it on the line for my country. So when it comes to that, that also has to translate to the point to where it comes with self, your home, your community, your country. Like I said, look, I feel the same way about my community to a degree. Now, I'm not going to go out there and put myself in no situation with not like that. But I'm saying that I would accept living uncomfortably by scrutiny from other people than for my community by telling them what's real and right. So I believe that particular point about if you're gonna die for something righteous. So now don't die because y'all arguing over a woman. Don't die because of a game. He talked about my set. Don't die for that. Don't die behind an argument behind nothing.
Exactly.
Don't die behind that. But now what you can die behind is righteousness. You can't die behind defending your family when I'm talking about not because somebody said some words, because there was a threat there and you reacted to that threat. Die behind defending the right kind of fabric of society when an event take place. Instead of you taking out your phone and recording it, then you'll say, okay, let me do something to try to help the situation. If you can't physically do it, get on the phone, call the police, call the people who can.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that you interject yourself in the air, because everybody's not even prepared for that.
I mean, why even stand there in the middle of it?
Positive. You get what I'm saying? Don't inject yourself in a way that's negative by taking a cell phone, recording it, and then you're going to degrade the character of those people all on the internet.
Call the police. Don't even take your family or whoever you're with out of the situation.
Right.
That's one less that can be harmed in the craziness or the foolishness of the chaos.
Right.
All you're doing is getting involved. Like we had the issue with all these street racers down here in Atlanta. I don't know if you heard of it, that they were having a real big issue with all these, street racers. They watching Fast and the Furious and they think they can do the same thing.
Right.
So instead of calling the police, or better yet, why don't you just go home, because it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. What you doing down the street in the first place at about that time?
Correct.
And they want to film these people doing these donuts, doing this, and then they post it online. And then one guy or female, I don't even know who was doing it, honestly, but I know they were filming, and one guy did a donut, and he was going so fast that the guy that was in the car with him was hanging out the window trying to film it. He fell out the window. Okay.
Wow.
Now, in watching him fall out the window, he hit another person. I guess to keep from hitting him that fell out the window, he donuted the other way or did something and hit somebody else that was out there filming.
Right.
Now, here we got all this going on, everybody filming. Why would you want to post that? Like, oh, see, he shouldn't have been standing too close, man. I'm telling you, these people don't know what
Tragic.
Why even post it? Did you and not at any time did anybody post anybody running to that person's aid?
Right, trying to help them, right. Right. And that, yeah, see that's what
That's my problem.
yeah, that's the message that's getting put out though. Here's why the real man movement is here. We're trying to gain the same type of attention and the same type of momentum, but we're boycotting BS, man. That's
Yeah.
BS. That's BS.